We're here having breakfast at the Red Castle Hotel in Donegal, and this is the view. I think that is gorgeous. Another nice day. So I'm having a high protein breakfast that will see me to until this evening, hopefully. Well, come on, it should, shouldn't it? But no toast, no beans. Burn, baby, burn. Just looking at the view from the dining room here in this Red Castle Hotel again. Helicopter landing pad over there. Looking out to the open sea this way. And up here, way down in the distance, is, I can't see very well the reflections in the window. It's Londonderry Dairy. Nice place to sit in the sun. And we've all been so lucky. Wow, what a gorgeous spot this is. Up near Malin Head. Which hopefully won't be blowing quite as much as it was when I was there 3 years ago. Look at this. Absolutely wonderful. And behind us, yes, I wouldn't mind me doing that today. Lovely day for it. But look at this up on the hill, eh? Stunning. Can't believe we're just here listening to the sheep. So back at Malin Head, whoever would have thought it? Officially, I have witnesses to the fact that Mrs. Little said I could come back again on the bike. Is this going to be possible, I wonder? Anybody who's looked at my channel will remember from June 22 when I had the most eventful and dramatic ride around Ireland on the YB100 in the howling winds and peeing rain. I know you can hear the wind at the moment, but it's really quite different this time. Here comes the current Mrs. Little. Right. Yeah, when I was go up there in a minute, but where that guy's standing up there, that's where I had the bike. And Tatiana said it looked like the bike was alive. So this is the very spot where 3 years ago I had the YB looking like it was alive, with my sheepskin and all of my attachments all blowing in the wind. She is going down the cliff. I think Bev is either going for a swim or getting involved in mountain climbing. Just can't stop taking photos and video. Hope it's not too boring. I'm either being really stupid by saying this, or else very, very scientifically correct. But could the difference in the colour of the water be anything to do with the Atlantic waters meeting the waters from the Irish Sea? Or is it to do with cloud cover, of which there doesn't seem to be very much? I don't know. Somebody's got the idea.
See that
Coffee.
this one's deeper and smaller.
I don't think I'm going to go for it right now. Another stunning vista, dropping way down below here. See those houses below, absolutely gorgeous. So here in Burtonport, this is where my grandma was born, in those ruined cottages back there in 1900. Her dad was here working as a coast guard, and 5 years later her mother, who was pregnant with her brother, fell over and a little while later died of a brain tumour and was buried in Dungloe. And I'm going to try and find the church. When I was here on the motorbike 3 years ago, the weather was so horrendous, I just couldn't bring myself to go and look. But shame these places have fallen down. birthplace of my grandmother. I have to say, it's getting a little bit run down here, although it's lovely. The ferry here goes out to the Isle of Arran. And I know why it is really, it's all to do with Dartmouth. Irish passport, based on the fact that my grandma was Irish. This wasn't really Irish. She was born in Ireland. That makes her Irish. Mrs. Little has gone for a little. I have to say I haven't had one myself today. Perhaps I will later. So we are now in Dungloe, where I spent, well, I stayed in possibly the worst room I've stayed in that I can think of last time I was here. At the moment, this is our hotel up here, and we're just walking down to the church to see, well, it's going to be where my great-grandmother was buried. I've got photos of her coffin being carried through the streets of Dungloe, and she must have been buried in the Protestant church. It's a little church just down here. Lovely spot for a little church. So I'm thinking that this little churchyard is where Ethel Stott, Ethel Evans, was put to rest. She was originally from Worcester. My granddad met her. Bev's managed to get through the gate. My granddad met her in Portsmouth when he was working protecting Queen Victoria at Osborne House on the Isle of Wight. Can't remember when they were married. They were married in the 1890s, I think. I don't expect the doors open, but still. Well, not surprisingly, we can't find anything. Looks like most of the graves have been moved. I'm assuming it was here. This would have been the local Church of Ireland church. And we know they processed through Dungloe. Anyway, it's just nice to be where they all were, Bev, isn't it? This is my present wife's view from our dining table tonight. And this is my view from our dining table tonight.
How lucky you are.
Beverley's, what is it?
It's monkfish with prawns and mussels and crab.
I'm having two starters. One of them is chicken wings, and the other one, which I'm having first, is the chowder. Just discussing the meal, aren't we, Beth? For the most part, the meal, my chowder was exceptional. My chicken wings were a little bit vinegary. Beverley says her mussels are very small, which indeed they are. Non-existent, I would say. The lady was Teresa, I think her name was very, very nice. But there was a gentleman there who kept looking up, putting his eyes up to the sky as if to say, what have we here? A couple of ignorant Brits. And there was a young man who was learning the job, and that was very clear indeed. Wasn't it, Beth?
It was, but it was...
Bless him.
Bless him.
Bless his cotton socks. Good night, everybody, from Dungloe.